thank you guys for coming. Holiday weekend too, great crowd. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Again, I love the environment. I was, nervous. This is very talented, and Kenny does a really good job. They went to the NCAA tournament last year. They're picked to win their league. They have 4 all-league guys. And they're older. You always worry about those older teams, but we kind of got it going. These guys really set the tone. Andre did a great job on Odom, who's a really good scorer. Derek got his career high in points and really ran the team. Cliff with another double-double. I love Noah and how he played. He had an unbelievable stat line with 5 steals. We were able to, coming off the first half, we were -5 on the glass, and we ended up, plus on the glass, which was a big jump. They're a good rebounding team. I love the fact that, 21 turnovers. But, good win against a really good, Howard team, and very well coached.
Steve, it's November 18th against Howard, and this place sounds like it's February against Purdue. The building was incredibly loud tonight. What does that say about your home court?
They came to see these guys, just very thankful. I always say this all the time, they make it one of the toughest places in the country to play. I think we play hard, and they enjoy and appreciate these guys. It's everyone. It's our band, it's our cheerleaders, but it's the season ticket holders, it's the student groups that come. Again, it's one of those weekends, a lot of stuff going on, and they picked coming to Jersey Mike's, and just really we play better. These guys love it, and I really appreciate it.
Just to follow up, as a leader of this program, how would you want to balance the need to modernize this place with preserving sort of the gritty characteristics that make it so formidable?
Yeah, I'm just trying to beat St. Peter's in the next game. But there's been a lot of talk lately because there was a survey out and stuff. And so, I love the environment. I love this place, So, unfortunately, I don't get to use any of the amenities, so it doesn't really affect me or the players as much as it would everybody else. But I want to keep the sound loud. I like the environment, and hopefully they can figure all that stuff out. But I think it's really way down the road, anyways. So, not really going to spend a lot of time on it.
Steve, like you said, Derek finished today with 23 career high. What'd you see from him today?
Just taking command. Now the last, couple games, he's really shown some tremendous leadership. His defense. It starts there. Really good guards today. He's playing against, kid who transferred from Maryland, and some all-league type guys. So I think it starts with his defense, and then he had it going today. He's one of the best foul shooters in the country. And he's taking care of his body. He's practicing the right way. Great days ahead. For Derek.
Coach, just to follow up on that, you talked about his defense, but in terms of his scoring from the floor, Derek was very efficient today. What did you see that you thought allowed him to be able to have that kind of success?
Yeah, well, he got, some angles to the rim. Obviously he hit 2 threes. I thought he took really good shots, and he gets to the free throw line. It's important. He's an excellent free throw shooter. So, to have your career high, you need to do the things well that you do well, and he did that today. His mid-range was on point. Got to the rim, got to the free throw line, and mixed in a couple threes.
4 players ended up with double-digit points, and it felt like the team was really clicking on offense. Can you speak on, the entire team's effort tonight?
Yeah, I've been waiting for us. I really think this is an 80-point team, and I was thankful that, they got to that number tonight because we've really been missing some shots, I think, in other games that, we could have made. But we're starting to gel together. This was a 5-game stretch. I think we learned a lot about each other. Now we got a week to improve and get better, and our rotation, obviously figuring that out and getting better in those areas too. But it starts with good leaders like Andre, Cliff, Oscar, Mawat. When they lead, Noah's done a good job too. Our practices have been very good. And we got to keep that up. It shows a mature team, and I still think our best basketball's ahead of us too.
Question for either of the guards, Andre or Derek. You had 19 assists as a team. I thought there were probably 15 other hockey assists, passes that led to an assist. What do you think about the way this team's moving the ball, especially in transition?
I think we've been practicing very well on, getting the ball up the floor, making the right reads. The hockey assist, we work on that every day. We tell guys, if you're going to cut hard, cut to the other side, you're going to get somebody else open. I think there's a lot more cleaning up to do. We had 11 turnovers today. I think we're better than that as a team. So I think we've been doing great with that, but we're going to keep working on it.
What do you think of those numbers?
I see it every day too in practice. I mean, this is an unselfish group. I think we got shooters. I think we got guys who can get to the rim, and we didn't have Austin or Mawat today too. Those are two guys that can get downhill too. So, I think we're very capable shooting the basketball too from the perimeter. All these guys can make threes, and certainly Gavin and Noah can make threes, and Oscar. So I think we got some of the pieces that prove that you could be a really good team. Guys that make the extra pass, guys that are unselfish, guys that are willing to sacrifice an okay shot for a good shot, and we talk a lot about it. They watch a lot of film, and I think that's an important part too. They really watch film, and they get in the gym extra. Andre's in the gym, Cliff's in the gym, Derek's in the gym. I think the very important part is kind of the mentality of this group.
Coach, early in the game, the offense appeared to struggle a bit. However, I want to know what was spoken or what was said to help them persevere through like a tough shooting night.
Yeah, I mean, I just think we turned the ball over 6 times early in the basketball game, and then we had 1 turnover the rest of the second half. So the last 15 minutes didn't turn the ball over, and did actually a good job in the second half of not, so that's part of it. Like, you can't score if you don't get a shot up, and we can't rebound if we don't get a shot up. And we got to do a little bit better job, but I think it comes early in the season, figuring out and give Howard some. They're lengthy, they're athletic guys. Like no one ever factors in the other teams. Pretty good too, and they did a good job of making some things difficult for us.
Steve, I imagine that Howard being turnover prone the first couple of games of this season was probably in your scouting report, and as you mentioned, the 21 turnovers, they turned into 23 points for your guys. I'm curious because you talked about your group being more athletic and faster during the preseason. Does that kind of fit hand in hand? Because it seems like in some cases, guys are already looking for offense like right away after a rebound, after a steal.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, it's our mentality. I think we're very confident in our ability to defend anyways, and now we're getting rewarded once we do get a turnover to convert that into, some baskets. But, you still got to be a really good team. You got to sit down and guard in the half court if you don't get steals, and then you got to go down the other end and run good stuff. I thought in the second half we ran some good stuff. We got the ball into the paint. We got, we were ball reversal drives. Gavin had a good one, and Andre had a couple post ups, and Cliff obviously when he's doing what he does, and then we get this guy going downhill too. So, offense comes in a lot of different ways. You want to run and fast, get shots up, but you also want to make a team guard you too through your actions. So I think we're starting to learn to do both.
Is that something though that you and your staff have coached or had a particular point of emphasis on this year about turning turnovers into fast break points?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've always have as a program. Right now we got some really high level finishers too, and I think that's important too. Thank you.
Coach, 48 points in the paint. What did you think of the ability today to get the ball inside?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, when Cliff is active like he is, man, he got rebounds too. He almost, he tied his career high last time we were out. Now he's 1 under his career high again. I think anytime, but we got in the paint a lot of ways. We passed it in, and we rebounded it in the paint, and we drove it in the paint. So when you're doing those kind of things, and I think our guys will do a good job of spraying the ball once they get in the paint and hitting open threes too, moving forward. That'll be the next progression here for us. But yeah, I mean, it's a good thing for us when we can, get in the paint and get the ball in the paint to Wolf, Cliff, and Andre, and we got some other guys too. Oscar could score around the basket too. Yes.
Steve, you have a 9-day break now till the next game. How do you what do you do during that 9-day break, and how do you balance the need to maybe rest guys or practice against the idea of like playing in a feast week or scheduling another game Thanksgiving week?
Yeah, I mean, they do have schoolwork too that they got to kind of catch up on too a little bit, but we're just going to try to really get better. You got a 5-game stretch here that was game after game after game, so guys are banged up too. Gonna give them a little time off. I think we'll bury some film. I think this team has a really good chance to get better, and that's the one thing we did from the Princeton game on. Every time you saw us, we got better. All right, we plugged some of the holes we had rebounding wise. Then turnovers went down, making open shots, finishing layups, above the rim. So we're going to continue to get better. And there's some more things I need to put in and do with the team too. So I'm excited about it now that we're kind of forming our rotations, kind of coming into vision.
Coach, it was a 4-point game in the second half, and then you guys go on a 14-0 run, I think it was, to really open up the lead a bit. What did you see on that run that you felt allowed your team to do that?
Well, I mean, we never flinched. Again, all these games, that's a very good offensive team, and you just got to, they go on a run, then we settled down, we took care of the ball. Our defense, I mean, I think at one stretch we had 9 straight stops. Obviously, you can get out and run and do a lot of things offensively when the other team's struggling to score. But I think we've been mature in those moments, and that's a good sign. We've really settled down, and no matter how close it got, and that's going to happen in every game we play at. So you got to just play through that, and I think our guys did a good job of staying positive.
Thanks, Coach. We'll let 'em go.
All right, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Appreciate it.